Welcome back to the program. I'm fortunate enough today to sit down with two veteran analysts, Rich Ryan and Tom Waterman. Guys, it's simple. We are going to figure out which is better, college basketball or the NBA. Let's start with the playoff system. Do you like the madness or do you like the 7-game series? Rich, we'll start with you.
Well, it's got to be the 7-game series. You find out who's the better team rather than having one matchup. And when it comes down to the madness, the selection committee makes so many egregious errors. They gave Duke a nice little path to the championship game this year. I know they played the highest seed every round, but those highest seeds weren't up to par. Give me the 7-game series. Give me the NBA playoffs instead of this 1-game luck fest that is.
So essentially you want the watered-down product, the 7-game series. Remember to the one and done, the Cinderellas. That's what's great about this time of the year.
There are no Cinderellas in college basketball.
Butler?
Now. Butler's not a Cinderella. They were a top 10 team preseason, and they were on par with Duke.
Then why were they a 5 seed?
Because of the committee that is subjective and puts these teams in position for the playoffs, whereas in the NBA, you earn your spot in the playoffs.
Now, let me, if I hear you correctly, you're saying there are less upsets because of the playoff format in the NBA playoffs.
Sure. And if you do make an upset or you beat a higher-seeded team, you've earned it because you've beat them in a 7-game series rather than one game in a weird scenario where the bounce of the ball goes your way.
That's what's great about it, the unpredictability. I don't want to see a 7-game series where the Lakers cannot play during the regular season, just turn it on at the end. It's about leading up to the seeding. That's what makes it great.
Good arguments by both of you. Next topic. Who has the better fans, NCAA fans or NBA fans?
How can it not be college fans? When you go into Cameron Indoor, you go into Hinkle Fieldhouse and for the, what's his name, Butler. That's what makes it great. The fans, the painting your bodies, the camaraderie, skipping class, camping out in Krzyzewskiville. That's what makes college basketball better than the NBA.
I have to agree with this. Students are much more energetic. They go to games. They pay $5. But the only thing I'm scared of is in the future when these big arenas get big-time games. We saw it with Texas, Michigan State this year in Dallas Stadium. A little troublesome there, but how can you not pick college students over business executives and stuff like that? College fans, this one's not even an argument.
Couldn't agree more. Rambunctious college students who are cooped up in classes 5 days a week and get to finally explode on either Saturday or Sunday can't be college basketball fans. All right, better storylines. We'll start with you, Rich.
I'm taking Sundiata Gaines over Ali Faroukmanesh. I'm taking Big Shot Rob, 7-time NBA champion. You get a lot of great stories in college basketball. Oh, they won the Sweet 16. Let's get excited. You don't remember those guys in 5 years. We're never going to forget.
You don't remember
Robert
George
Horry.
Mason? That improbable run to the Final Four?
Yeah, I remember George Mason losing in the Final Four.
That's not what's remembered about that tournament. It's Jai Lewis. That's what's remembered. The great shots, the Bryce Drew, the Valpo. That's what. Who cares about the NBA? Robert Horry. What's he doing now?
When you think of Bird and Magic, do you think of their college championship game? No. You think of Celtics and Lakers.
I could not agree with you less. Coppin State, the 15th seed over South Carolina in 97, Princeton 96 over UCLA, Northwestern State in 2003 over Iowa.
How did those teams do in the entire tournament?
It doesn't matter. They
it
knocked out
matter.
a power conference.
And then they lost a few rounds later, and the guys went on to be in mailmen and stuff like that, and not professional basketball.
So they were only prepared to win one game in the tournament. But you know what? They'll remember that game for the rest of their lives.
And that's fine.
Next topic.
But overall, the NBA is better.
Fair enough. Coaching importance in the NBA versus the NCAA. Tom, we will start with you.
College basketball. Tom Izzo, 6 of the last 12 years, Final Fours. Coach K, 4 national championships, 11 Final Fours. The NBA, Phil Jackson, or Jerry Sloan, that is, longest tenured coach, 22 years. College basketball, 10 guys been there more than 34 years.
Tom Izzo, 6 Final Fours, 12 years with 1 lottery pick, Jason Richardson in 2001. Not only do you have to coach these kids,
there's more with less.
You have to recruit as well. It's a 24/7, 365 job, much harder than the NBA.
I agree more. You instead of managing student athletes, you're managing players who are paid millions of dollars to perform a job, a service.
And that could be difficult. These guys could have bigger heads than college basketball players, but at the same time,
you're not going to get a whole team full of those guys.
Exactly. It's much harder to be a college coach.
I agree. Finally, better overall. Let's hear your closing arguments.
It's got to be college basketball. You have the tournament, you have the conference tournaments, and it's all 365 or whatever the number is of Division I teams.
347.
347. But how can you not love the storylines? The kids,
how can I not
college athletes, they're just like you, Rich. They're college students.
Yeah, and just like myself, you know why I don't like it? Because I like LeBron, I like Dwayne Wade, I like Kobe Bryant. I want to see the best.
You like lower quality of basketball.
Lower quality of basketball. Did you not see the Final Four games? None of them were enjoyable.
National title game, probably the one of the best ever.
That's one of the games. But the games before that, poor basketball. Last night, Butler in the national championship game, they shot 32%.
Name one NBA final series that's been good lately.
Bang! And that's the end of the game. We have to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Christian Binder and Greg Brzezowski will join Mike Feldman to talk about opening day and the upcoming MLB season. This is One-on-One Sports.